Yo, what's going on? Thank y'all, boys and women, for tuning in to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, I got my main man, Shell, with me, Shondell, and I got my main man, Trail, with me. So we can go ahead and just talk about this in-season tournament. Go ahead, Sheldon. You take it first. What do you think about everything that's going on with it?
First thing I'll say is I remember we was on the week after the first in season tournament. I was like, it just feels like it didn't feel like tournament, but then and I was like, let's see how it goes. Do I still get tournament vibes? No, but the games have been very competitive. I will say that these games, I think the players have gotten into it and are playing and are being very competitive. Like I'll be like, oh wow, like this game is really good. And I'm like, okay, I'm liking it I'm liking it so far because I sure was like skeptical on it when they announced it. And I can admit that I was skeptical because I didn't know what was gonna happen. You on the other hand, you was the one that was like, hey, I'm liking this. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling what they're doing, but I wasn't. So, I can say, hey, I might have been wrong about the in season tournament. The games have been very competitive. That's the
Yeah.
first thing I say.
I
What you
agree.
say, Trail?
I think the tournament season is a success. I ain't gonna cap because the intensity they playing with on the court, man, is like ridiculous. And then everybody playing their hardest. I can tell everybody really trying to get that bag off them. I'll be
It
trying to get
do,
that
it
bag
do,
too. I'll be
it
trying
do
to get
seem like they trying to get that money. I ain't gonna hold you. It
that.
do.
I didn't expect it to be this, you know, good how it is right now, but like it's getting exciting, and we getting too close to the end. I'm trying to see who's gonna win it all.
Yeah, I
It
like
ain't
what
no
RJ
playoff
said.
game, but it'll do. And I just can't wait to see what's going on, man. I love basketball, and it's easier to bet when the tournament games come. It's easier to bet because them people gonna play for real. So
Yeah, it's been a lot of overs. It's been a lot of over. We seeing some really, really. It's been a couple of 300 games. Honestly, it's been a couple of 300 score games. I like the in season tournament. I like what RJ Barrett said about it too. Someone asked him how he felt about it. RJ said we plan for a free trip to Vegas and 500,000. Who wouldn't want that? And I'm like, man, bet it all, win the money and bet it all on black. We gonna have a good time. Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like these in season tournament games, they've been looking like, wait a second, we still got a few more seconds on the clock. Let's go on here and shoot this. Let's score a little bit. And Zion,
mhm.
that was an in season game. Yes, in season game yesterday. He just went 11 for 11. What did he?
Yep,
No, that was a regular game.
That was really game. Oh,
that was
damn.
regular season game. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna say the in season tournament, like it definitely feel like it do feel like they trying to grind for something they're going for. I think honestly, just we're gonna be able to see the Suns and the Lakers play against each other. Like it's like we getting a little glimpse of what's to come. Then you get the Kings versus the Pelicans. I'm already knowing my Kings finna smoke them boys. Cause that first game, y'all snuck one in. My boys was coming on the back to back. Then that second game, yeah, we gave it to y'all. So I'm
They lost
already
that
knowing.
game.
They lost that game. No, I thought they
yeah.
came back and
That
won.
was yesterday.
No, I'm talking about the second game. You talking about the third
They
one?
lost
That
that
was
that
Golden
that
State.
home.
That was
No,
Golden State.
he's talking about the two games they played them in a row. They lost them. They lost them two games.
Would it?
Pelicans still like that.
But
The
I like
Kings
that though.
definitely
I
lost
like
that
that
game.
the team. I like that the league went that way with like scheduling and keeping them like there so they can rest and they don't feel so hard on the body. I got the Bucks whooping the Knicks ass. Like I know that's coming. The Pacers and the Celtics. Oh man, man. I don't know. I know the Celtics gonna run through the Pacers, but Tyrese on the tear right now. Tyrese on the tail. He must be listening to the pod because, man,
Baby Magic Johnson.
yeah, you don't sound too crazy. I mean, Magic Johnson offense wasn't that good though.
Nah, not as efficient as his. I mean, not. I mean, Magic Johnson was efficient, but like Tyrese scored more, so and he could shoot better.
Yeah. Who you got winning these games, Sheldon?
Trail can go. Trail go.
I think that this year the Lakers are gonna own the Suns this whole season. So I got Lakers. They too big. Um, Suns ain't got nobody to stop AD. They defense not up to date. They role players not all there either. Plus they missing Bradley Beal. When is we gonna see Bradley Beal play? We'll never know. So LeBron gonna do his thing, and LeBron really taking this in season tournament serious too. You can tell he's locked in. Um,
Yeah, he want that
Kings
money.
Pelicans, man, can't nobody stop this man Zion, man. Can't nobody stop this man. And he out there playing chess now. He out there waiting on you to double to shoot it out to this corner. He got too many shooters around him. Everybody can shoot.
Now you big on Zion.
Man, I was big on Zion since he got in the league. Please stop it. Bucks Knicks. This might surprise you. Nah, I know it ain't. Bucks smoking them. I ain't even got to say what's gonna happen. Indiana Celtics. I got Celtics because they the better team and they coach better. Tyrese on the come up, but I don't think they better than the Celtics. Celtics defense is everywhere. They got shooters. They got everything. They got everything. So
Is
I'm going
Joe Mazzulla a better coach than Rick Carlos? I don't know about that.
well, the records show.
It's gonna be Rick Carlos then.
I mean, because he having a better year, or
His tenure, just like his amount of winning as a coach. He finna hit 1,000 games in the next few years. 1,001 games. I think he already hit the milestone for like, I think 800 or something like that. So he coming up on 1,000 wins. I think he's not too far behind like some of the big guys like Popovich. What's that other guy? The manager. He used to be the manager for the Knicks.
well, the Celtics been a winning organization for a very long time, so I don't see how he'll be a better team because the Celtics always either in the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals. So
I'm just talking about the coach. I ain't talking about the teams. Like clearly the Celtics the better team. Like those guys, they out there giving out that work. Like for real, they got Porzingis playing like what are you supposed to play like when he was on the Knicks.
I agree. Just hopefully he stay healthy to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lakers and Suns. I'm go with the Lakers, but we didn't see Booker. Booker ain't played none of these games against the Lakers, so we don't know what he's gonna do. First game it was just KD, and he basically took them all away. And the second game it was KD and Bill, but Booker ain't played. But I'm still going with the Lakers. I think they really don't have an answer for Bron or AD, and if everybody can hit their shots and 3-pointers, they can win. They can easily win. If I can get the 80 that play like yesterday, yeah, they'll win. I'm not worried about that. Pelicans and the Kings. I'm gonna go with the Pelicans. They don't have nobody that can stop Zion. They just don't. That's their problem. That's why they lost both them games. They don't got nobody that can stop him. Sabonis can do all he can. He can't stop him because Sabonis already got to deal with Valanciunas, and now who go guard Zion? Keegan Murray can't do it. Harrison Barnes can't do it. That means and now that CJ McCollum is back, because CJ ain't playing none of them games. Now they got their full squad back. So
and they still missing Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy's supposed to come back tomorrow, but they basically still got their whole squad. So as long as their best players are there, I think they can beat them in this is a 1-game elimination. So they can.
Did you low key peep this kid Hawkins? I didn't know he could shoot like that.
If you watched him at UConn, he can definitely shoot.
I did not know he could hoop like that. I didn't know.
The Bucks and the Knicks. I'm gonna go with the Bucks only because they're just more talented than the Knicks, but the Knicks have the best defense in the league, so they can give the Bucks some problems on the defensive end. But Giannis and Dame. Yeah, their defense been questionable, but
it's starting to click.
I ain't gonna say all that, but it's been better. It was better than the first couple of weeks. I'll say that. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks and Pacers and Celtics. I'm gonna just go with the Celtics. They're just the better team, period. And they're at home. Last time they played them, they got 50 piece, but Tyrese ain't played. And I'm not saying they get 50 piece, but they still lose. I don't think they have no answers for JT. Porzingis ain't gonna play though, but as long as you got the Jays, you're good. So I'm gonna just go with the Celtics.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I think the Lakers and the Suns. That's gonna be a good one. Book usually he played really good against the Lakers. I do it for Kobe type energy. Uh, I
Uh,
just don't. I just with the Suns, like I already said it before, like when we were trying to assess them, like they're gonna have to deal with that all season. One of their guys being out. It's gonna be KD and it's gonna be Beal and Book gonna be out. Then it's Book, KD. It's always gonna be somebody out with them. That's gonna always be the reoccurring theme. So, what I see out of them right now, that's what I expect to see the rest of the season. I think they're all right. I think they're good. I think Eric Gordon has been playing. He's been playing pretty good for them so far, and I don't know. Bradley Beal, this back issue is really, really, really annoying because it's like where did it even come from? Like, where did it even
I
come
think
from?
he always had like a lingering back issue from last year. And then they had. I mean, obviously they knew he had it. They knew he had it because when he took the physical. So, but I guess like he they knew it was bad, but then it was that video of him shooting. He looked stiff, bro.
Bro, I think the
He
thing
looked
is
stiff,
like
bro.
they're trying to wait it out and see if it could just recover. It's gonna just come down to like he's gonna need surgery and he's gonna miss the season.
If they can play, if all three of them can be at least somewhat healthy by at least we're basically in December, so if they could come back if they can all play from February on until April, I think that's enough time. But if they don't play until like late March, that ain't enough time.
Only reason it's irritating is because he's on your fantasy team.
I mean, every time he on my team, he'd be on my team every year. He been on my team for like the past 4 5 years, bro. He always got something going on. COVID was the worst with him. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god, bro. He was terrible with it. It was like he had dropped 35 points and then he out. Or he couldn't go to the arena. It was like, what? Bro, I don't know. Bradley Bill, prayers to you, man. I hope you recover. Like, for real, bro. I hope it's all good with you, G, for real.
All right, go through all y'all picks again. Who y'all got winning?
Lakers, Kings, Bucks, Celtics.
Celtics, Celtics. Then it was the Pelicans, Lakers, and then it was what was the last game in the Bucks? Bucks beating them
Lakers,
for sure.
Lakers, Bucks,
Yeah, Lakers,
Celtics,
Bucks.
and the Pelicans.
But who gonna
Favorite
win it
basketball
all?
team? That's a tough question. My favorite basketball team? I don't really have a favorite team. I follow players more than teams.
My favorite organization is the Lakers
So that's your
Uh,
favorite team, man.
of all time. Yes, for sure.
of all time. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So it's a Lakers.
But I
You go
think
anywhere and find a Lakers fan.
this might sound crazy, but I really think the Pelicans gonna win it all, the tournament. I really think they are.
Pelicans can win it all. If the Pelicans win it all, that would just start up the hype train all over again for Zion and what is he gonna do and can they actually? If the Pelicans can do that, pull that off, that would be amazing.
Are you talking about top five teams or top five players?
Top five
Top
players
five
to win it all.
teams, or yeah,
Top five. I
If you
mean,
want to
top.
say players, honestly, players is really it's if you don't go in order.
Those guys behind you.
If you want to go
it's
with
Jokic first, and then
players.
Luka.
If you want to go top five players, really no order. It's Joel, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, and I guess off the top of my head, I go with Steph.
That's your top. Like that's your top five, or that's who you think the top five are in the league.
No, that is my top five.
That's
Honestly,
your
the
top
number
five.
five spot is really up for grabs. But I go with Steph. I go with Steph.
And Trey, what you got? Well, I'll go. My top five. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like really still do love Westbrook. Westbrook's still in my top five. Braun's still in my top five. Who else in my top five? Sabonis up there, Luca, and then I got Kyrie.
This is how it's gonna go. This is how my list looks for the season currently. I got Jokic at one.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
go wrong with Jokic.
you
Jokic at
can't.
one, and then I'm gonna go. Who's been really dominating? Bro, surprisingly, y'all gonna be shocked at the third one. But I got Giannis at 2. Then I
Okay.
got Bam and Adebayo at 3 because that man been hooping. That man been really,
Nah.
really hooping. And and I want to say Devin Booker, but I'm gonna go Steph. Like Sheldon said, it's really up for grabs.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna take Bron out of my top
Who at
5 and put
5?
Giannis.
Who at 5?
Yeah, you missing one.
Did I say? Yeah, I said Luca. Luca at 3. My bad.
Oh,
Luca
you
at
said
3.
Luca. So you said Jokic, Luca, Giannis. Okay, then never
Jokic,
mind.
Yeah.
Giannis. Jokic, Giannis,
Jokic,
Luca,
Giannis. All right.
Luca. Then I'm gonna go Steph, and then I'm gonna
Then
go
you said Bam. You put Bam at 3.
yeah, Bam, Bam at 5, Bam at 5. Steph over there, but Steph unstoppable. That's for sure.
Now
Yeah.
that's the Shondell named his personal top 5.
Yeah.
If you talk about my
In the league
personal
right now,
in the league, if you go in like who are the top 5 players, that was my top 5 players in the league. But my
Mhm.
personal top 5, I would say Braun, I say Paul George, I say Westbrook, I say Jason Tatum, and I'll say number 5. Uh, number 5, I say Joel.
no Luca, no
Joel.
Jokic, no Luca, Jokic.
That's my
It's his personal.
that's my personal. That's
Yeah, I ain't
my,
gonna hold you.
that's
It's
my,
like you can't go wrong because like it's the league. They all so raw. It don't matter who you say, bro. Like it's always gonna be somebody raw as hell that get left off. It's like it is just what it is. Westbrook, I ain't gonna hold you. Westbrook is still a lot of people's favorite player. Like all the slack he was getting on the Lakers, that man is raw. Like if I could play like anybody in the league, I either want to play like Paul George, Kyrie, or Westbrook. Like those are the only 3
Man,
people I want to play like.
when Paul George be aggressive, man, it's over with. Like when he
For
start
real.
like getting aggressive, I was watching him the other night. I put him up under. This man got the going crazy.
Like Paul George could have 18 points in the third quarter, and like if he really wanted to, he could end the night with 35. Like he got it like that. He could build a house though. He can build a house, but he can put that motherfucker in the hole.
speaking of the Clippers, speaking of them,
Yeah,
what do the Clippers need to do to get their season back on track? They're the 10th seed right now. They're 8-9. We just saw them win yesterday. But when they play against these good teams, they be losing. Their only wins are against the Spurs twice. If you want to consider the Rockets a good team, I'm cool with that. And then the Kings is their best win. This was their best game as a trio since they formed together. So what do they really need to do to get back on track?
I'm gonna say that they need more time. They need more chemistry.
you
I think
sound
it was
like Ty
perfect that
Lue.
Westbrook. I think it was perfect that Westbrook wanted to come off the bench. That's like a spark for the bench. And then Nicholas Batum just went down with an ankle injury, but I'm sure he'll be fine. It's just
Bro, bro just took a shot of Casamigo on live.
This is definitely water.
I know. He turned it up.
put some hair on his chest.
That's definitely water. It's definitely water.
But yeah, man, I just think they need more time and more chemistry together. I mean, the players is not bad on paper. It looks good, but like operating, it don't look too good. I'm sure they're gonna figure it out in time before playoffs start.
I think they need to make a trade, bro. They need to make a trade. They need to get some role players. They need to get some role players, people that buy in, so they're not so just reliant on who's gonna get the ball, who turn it is. I think even if they do get a little bit more time, it's just gonna really have to come down to like James Harden having to take a true step back. Like James Harden, whatever you're expecting to get out of him to be the point facilitator, to make these plays and pass or try to be a scorer. I think he can do it, but I think they're always going to find a way to deter and somehow try to like get it to like Paul George over Kawhi for some reason. It should be Kawhi. Kawhi should be the number one option, like regardless, hands down. I think they need some more role players. They need players that need to buy into the system, so it's not just so ball heavy. Honestly, I don't think they really needed James Harden. So I think the trade, and they don't have a big. They still don't have a big. I don't like Zubac. I don't like Zubac out there for them either. I think, yeah, he's decent. He's all right. But a lot of times, Ty Lue don't even go with him in the end. He don't even trust him. So if the coach not trusting him and y'all not using him like that, we gotta make something happen. You gotta put a package out there. Go for Nikola Vucevic or something. I'm sure we all know it's coming. The Bulls gonna blow it up. Nikola
You
Vucevic.
talk about it. You talk
Nikola
It
about
depends on
Vucevic?
what you asking. Like, what do you like? We know Vucevic isn't a good rim protector. At least Zubac can protect the rim. That's even worse.
Barely. I ain't gonna
Zubac
hold
was
you.
killing Sabonis last night.
That's
They
even
had
worse.
took Sabonis
Nah,
I'm
out
taking.
last.
I'm
nah.
taking. I'm trading Harden, and I'm taking Zoo.
Yeah, they not trading hard. That ain't gonna happen.
Not Zoo.
They,
Vooch.
if Vucevic obviously is the better player, but what they need is rim protection. Zubac, if you want to say he's below rim protection wise, fine.
Mid.
But
Yeah, he mid.
he way better than Vucevic. He way better. We watch Bulls games. He don't protect the rim. He don't do it.
Well, they don't do shit
Zubac,
out there.
I'm not. I don't want to talk about the Bulls. They don't even have a topic today. I'm
Man.
not even gonna talk about them. But Zubac is a decent rim protector. The Clippers, I think they really. I mean, yesterday they showed that you played through James Harden. Kawhi finally had like. I feel like this was the game we was waiting on for him to really play good. He had some so games, some decent games, but he wasn't the Kawhi we saw. Paul George, he had a decent game. I'm still kind of upset.
He been a best player.
Yeah, Paul George he's been the most consistent player because James Harden the last couple of games, he looked like, I'm gonna just let y'all do what y'all do and I'll just kind of get mine. But he really ain't done nothing.
Show was
But
good for under.
I'm still upset. Like I felt like Westbrook he should have stayed in the starting lineup, not with James Harden though, because that shit was terrible. That just wasn't it. But I mean, hey, putting him to the bench, he asked for it. And now he taking a hit for it because he barely getting 20 minutes a game. I mean, I think he should get way more, at least get 25. But he can't even get that sometimes.
Bro, they was better without Harden, bro. They were
I agree. I agree with that. They were better. They were one of the best offensive and defensive teams in the league. Them little 5-6 games with Westbrook in the starting lineup. You take that away, you put James Harden in, who's not a good defender. And now they're over here struggling. I don't count them games against the Spurs. The Spurs are free W coupons. I don't count it.
Yeah.
So, but when they go up against these other good teams, they're struggling. They can't win. But the Kings, I'm gonna give them the Kings, even though the Kings was in a dogfight with the Warriors and had to go off a back-to-back. So it's like I'm gonna give them the W for that, but it's like, what if the Kings had a day rest too? Would it have been different? Who knows? But the Clippers, I'm gonna agree with Trail to a degree. They need a little bit more time with this because I think this is really only the four or five games as James Harden is like with just them three, James Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi in the starting lineup. So I'm gonna just agree with Trail. Give it some time. Let's see what can happen. But right now they're 10th. They're 10th in the West. And the West is very hard. It's a dogfight.
Kings need all their players back. They've been
Who?
the Kings.
They only missing one dude.
Who they missing again?
Keegan Murray. That's it.
They definitely need him. That white dude with the left hand is not doing it.
Who, Kevin Huerter?
No.
You talking about the Savucevic?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
He's okay. He's not that bad. I feel like Mike Brown don't give him a lot of PT sometimes. But when he plays, he's decent. He's
playing solid in the first half. Then they start choking, and then he just start jacking up threes.
He's a really good 3-point shooter though. He got to acclimate to the league though. I think he's from the Euro League, so like you know how it is. He got to acclimate.
Well, I mean, when Harrison Barnes only gives you 9, your second or best player, Sabonis, only gives you 11, and Kevin Huerter only gives you 7, and Malik Monk really gives you 15. I don't know what more De'Aaron Fox can do. He went out there and got 40. What else can you do? If somebody else gives them anything, they probably beat them. They only won by 14.
I mean, they were coming off a back-to-back.
I know that.
It's really hard. I ain't even gonna trip on it like that. It's really hard with these back-to-backs to win, bro. Especially at the pace they play. Picked on. No, they got a good record, bro. They doing decent. And so,
they play Steph every week.
It do seem like they play the Warriors a lot. They finally beat them, though.
They came back too. They was losing.
Hey, who you think the best team in the West is? It's easy. Come on, y'all.
I think it's the Timberwolves. I think it is the Timberwolves. Timberwolves really got everything you need. You got a good facilitator, point guard, in Mike Conley. You got one of the best shooting guards in the league. You got the Twin Towers, and one of them is a three-time Defensive Player of the Year. Stretch Big and Cat, one of the best defenders in Jaden McDaniels, and they showed it. They're the best defensive team in the league. And I know the Nuggets, they kind of been a little shaky without Murray. You know it. Don't even do that. You know they've been shaky, bro. Don't even do that. They've been a little shaky, bro. I saw them getting beat up by the Rockets twice, and I'm not talking about last game, but they was definitely getting a bus whipped by the Rockets twice. They've been a little shaky, but as of right now, I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves. They at like can they? You know the Nuggets. They could tee up. They could tee up later. Obviously, they could tee up shit in like next 2 weeks. But as of right now, I think you gotta give it to the Timberwolves. They are the best team in the West right now.
I'm gonna say that the hottest team in the league right now is the Timberwolves for sure. I'm gonna give you that. Timberwolves been hot. Edwards been killing. Their defense been good. Rudy Gobert actually fitting real good with next to Cat. So I agree with you. They the hottest team in the league, but you know a fully healthy lineup of the Denver Nuggets ain't nobody beating that man. They champs.
We seen
They
it
the best.
yesterday.
They the best team in the West, man. They the best team. They got it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I think I'm still rolling with Denver. Best team. Denver is the team to beat. I think if the prediction was always that the Timberwolves were going to be a good in season team for sure, and we're just seeing that. But I do think with Denver, you're seeing two guys get 30 points, and then you got Jamal coming back and getting like 20. Bro, Denver is just a team. Denver is the best team in the West. I think, yeah, the Timberwolves are doing what we should have wished they would did last year. We finally get to see how Cat, Rudy, AE play with each other. But bro, it's Denver. It's Denver. You got Jokic on your team with Jamal Murray. You got Michael Porter Jr.
Eric
I'm
Gordon, Michael Porter. Oh my God.
Man, I'm telling you, man, like Denver, they're the team to be. I respect the Timberwolves, but Denver is the best team in the West. Those are the guys you're like, okay, if we match up against them in the playoffs, shit, we got to do our thing or we going home. Timberwolves, it's like, I don't know, if my team match up against the Timberwolves, I'm more so thinking like, we probably could end this shit in 5 or 6.
They match up well with the Nuggets, Timberwolves. They match up really well with them.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
If they beat the Nuggets, Timberwolves gonna lose to the Lakers.
If they beat the Nuggets. I got something spicy. I think when Ja come back, I think Ja get Memphis into that playoff seating again.
They're 4-13, buddy.
Yeah, I think he gonna get them to the. I think he gonna get them to this. I think he gonna get them now. I think Ja gonna get them now. He'll be back in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think the 19th, December 19th. I think.
Oh, 4 days before my birthday.
Yeah, I think Ja gonna get the Timberwolves, the Memphis Grizzlies. He gonna get them to a playoff spot. Shit, even if you get them, if you get Memphis in the play-in, I'm not gonna hold you. I think Memphis in the play-in, that's a scary sight. That's a scary sight. I don't want to go. I don't want my team going against Memphis in the play-in. No, I don't.
I agree.
They still got the same problems though. They still don't play good defense. Their wings are still bad. Ja coming back, yeah, I give you that, but the team still ain't that good. And Jaren Jackson he's been bad. He still can't rebound. He hasn't been the defensive player of the year that he was last year. They don't have a big. They have Salty Adama out there. He ain't no rim protecting type big. And Jaren Jackson, yeah, he can rim protect, but he's still not big enough to go up against, say, like a Joel or something or Jokic in the playoffs. They will kill them. I don't know. And plus, who they gonna take over then? I feel like if we're looking at the standings right now, no order, whatever. You got Timberwolves, Nuggets, Mavericks, Thunder, Suns, Kings. I think we can say no matter those 6 are probably gonna get in. In the play-in, you got the Lakers, the Pelicans, Rockets, and Clippers. Who are the Grizzlies taking? Who are they taking over? The Rockets?
Honestly, I think they probably could take the Rockets, and they probably could still take the Pelicans too. Okay.
Pelicans are better than them.
Nah, Pelicans is not going to
They're
be
better
losing.
than them.
The Pelicans, I get that, but the thing with the Pelicans is that they still have their two best players that are not known for staying healthy throughout the season. Did we seen this last year? They when they're healthy, they got everybody on the court. Yeah, they're winning, they're a good seed, but we've yet to see it. And I don't want to just say because we've yet to see it, it can't happen this year. But I would only believe the Pelicans making a playoff, play in, winning if they have Brandon Ingram and Zion still playing. And I don't believe that happens. I just don't believe it yet.
Then you even gotta get past Golden State.
And they getting past them. That's no problem. They getting past them boys. It's over with for them.
They in the same group.
Man,
They
they
both
done.
ain't that good. They both ain't that good. If Steven Adams was here, I probably would agree.
Yeah.
Because he makes a big difference. He protects the rim. He's the dirty work guy. He go get them rebounds and he go hustle. They don't have that on that team.
I said that in the barbershop. I said they missing Steven Adams. I said that last year when he got hurt.
If you like I said, if you want to say the Rockets, I'm fine with that. The Rockets, like I said, they're still young. If they don't make the play in, I mean nobody ain't gonna be upset. So, but you gotta get past Golden State, really. That's really your only competition. No one's scared of the Blazers, no one's scared of the Jazz. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And can him alone can do that? Who knows? Who freaking knows? Like if they will at least be decent enough, I think because we all expected them to at least be decent. But 4-13, no, nobody expected them to be this bad. And it's like, can he overcome that? Can him himself overcome that?
That's why I traded Desmond Bain because I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all.
Well, it matters to me because I was winning on my team, man.
You know, I ain't even gonna say nothing. All right. The two topics I did come up with today. I'll start with this one. Yeah. Okay, I'll start with this one first. We know that the Bucks, I knew their defense was gonna be a little bit bad. I think we kind of knew it was gonna be bad, but we didn't think bottom 10 bad. Are you worried about their defense going forward into the playoffs, that it being as bad that it could affect them not going far in the playoffs and potentially winning the championship? Do you trust their defense?
No, I definitely don't trust their defense. All they got out there is really Jaren Jackson Jr. Desmond Bain, a solid defender.
I'm talking about the Bucks, bro. I'm talking about the Bucks, bro. Yes.
The Bucks? Bucks should be straight. I feel like they just building up their chemistry. They defense solid though. They defense solid. They still a solid defender in their team. They got as long as you got Giannis, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis off the bench, you should be still solid, man.
I know you don't watch them games because they don't play.
I do. I definitely
no, you
watch.
don't. You just said their defense is solid. I don't believe that. You just said their defense is solid. That's what you said, right? You said their defense. You just said no. Wait. You said their defense solid, right? You just said that, right?
Yeah.
So you think bottom 10 is solid, or is that bad?
I mean, it ain't what it was last year, but it's still solid.
So bottom 10 is solid. That's what
getting them wins.
So if you're bottom 10, you're solid. That's what you're telling me.
If your defense getting you wins, I feel like you're doing a solid job.
Their defense isn't giving them wins. It's their offense.
I mean, you still got to play defense to get to offense, Sheldon, don't you?
Come on, bro. So you know they're 22nd in defense, right? You know that, right?
22nd.
That's bottom 10, Trail.
Yeah, but it's still solid. They still got a decent record. As long as they win a game, as long as they bring the games in, the defense gonna come in.
Sheldon, go ahead and say your take on the Bucks defense in playoffs. What do you think is gonna happen?
This is the thing, bro. Unless they can trade for somebody that can play some good defense, that defense is gonna hurt them in the playoffs because if they gotta play against the Celtics, who are a good offensive team and a good defensive team, they're not beating them. And I said it in the offseason. I said that their perimeter defense was going to be terrible. I know some people don't like to say Grayson Allen wasn't a decent defender, but they miss him too. I didn't think Drew Holiday was gonna hurt their defense like this. I thought even though you still got Giannis, You still got Brook Lopez back there. That their defense will still be at least in the middle. It's not. I don't know what Drew Holiday. I don't know if he took all their defensive powers or something, but they don't play defense. And Shondell was like, man, why you talking about Malik Beasley like that, man? Come on now, man. And I've been said that dude don't do nothing. Malik Beasley is trash. He doesn't play no defense. If he can't shoot, he useless. Dame, we like Dame. Dame is a great offensive player. I know you watch them games, Shondell. And I know you be seeing Dame don't play no lick of defense. He don't play no defense. So, going forward, their defense is not going to help them get far in the playoffs. Now, could they turn up their defense later on in the year? Yeah, they could. And then I'll be like, you know what? They got good defense. But as of right now, on November 30th, that defense is not going to help them get far in the playoffs. That defense is trash. It is garbage. Trail don't watch the basketball games. I already know he don't. Because there ain't no way you said that. There's no way you said that defense solid. There's no way. That's all I got to say. There's no way. I don't believe it. I can't believe he said that. God. I can't believe it. He don't watch the games. He don't watch them, bro. He don't watch the Bucks, bro.
I think the Bucks defense, I think that defense is definitely in trouble and there's some concerns that they need to work out and fix those kinks. But am I worried about that defense going forth in the playoffs? I think if that defense stays like this, that's going to be that major concern. But I do think with the season, it's just like when you put out a video game, they're going to patch it up. They're going to fix the glitches. I do think the Bucks are going to make a few more additions to the team. They're going to let a few people go. They're going to patch it up. I don't think it's a big enough concern that I would think that, like, holy snap, their defense is bad during the season. They don't have time to fix it. I don't think that's the case. I think they got time. I think they know what they need to do, who to patch up, who to remove, who to go after. I trust Giannis in the playoffs. I trust the Bucks. Like, I still think the Bucks are like, they're the team to beat, they're the team to beat. If you beat the Bucks, that's the team that's going to the finals. I think that's that each time. If you beat the Bucks, you're going to the finals. If the Bucks don't get stopped, they're going to the finals. The Celtics, I think those guys, you definitely got to look out for them because honestly, their defense, offense, they look amazing. They look amazing this year. They look like that's the only competition Denver got to worry about. Like they look like they're ready for it all. They might win a play-in and a chip this year.
Boston has the third best scoring defense. They only give up 106 points per game. I would say that's good. Milwaukee gives up 117 points, but according to Trail, that is solid.
I ain't gonna hold you. 117, that ain't too bad.
You are going to say the worst team in the league. It ain't
never said that. I never said
that. What is the Bucks scoring per game? Ain't it like 130?
Hell no. I think they really don't. They're scoring
because they start slow. They start slow.
They're 120. They score 120 points per game.
I think that's
really. And remember what I said in the offseason. I said their offense is gonna be their defense. Like you're just gonna basically just outscore them.
I mean, but that was the plan though. That was always the plan.
So look, last year. Their defense was 16th in the league. I would say that's solid. That's in the middle of the pack. I'm cool with it. Then it was in 2021. Yeah, in 21, it was 14th. Say that's solid. I say that's solid. And then the year they won a championship, it was 14th. So you go from 14th. This is all with Drew Holiday. So you go all the way from 14th all the way to 22nd. I didn't think that was gonna happen because I remember you saying, "Yeah, they'll be in the middle of the pack. They'll still be there." I didn't think Drew Holiday was gonna make that big of a difference. But hey, Dame. I will say this about this: Dame has stepped it up a little bit. He's still not playing that good, honestly, and he might be a free throw merchant because he getting hella points from free throw line. He might be a free throw merchant. But
not you saying free throw, not you calling somebody a free throw merchant.
I've always said Joel gets his points from free throw too. Like
you knew I was talking about him.
Did you really say that?
The way he looked over like he looking at you for real. He's stupid.
I knew he was good. I I know because you don't like Joel, so I knew you was gonna talk about it. But hey, I want you to be consistent. If you gonna say Joel free throw merchant, you gotta say the same thing about Dame.
I ain't saying nothing about
I
nobody.
don't
I ain't
need you
saying nothing.
already. You know he a free throw merchant. You know he is.
I know that because
Don't
I know
foul.
you. I
They
know you
keep
know, but I
they
want
keep fouling
Shondell.
me.
I
They keep
want
knocking me
Shondell to say
down.
it. I want Shondell to say it though.
I ain't said nothing about Joel. You said I ain't said nothing about his free throws, nothing. So I ain't gotta say nothing yet.
You haven't said nothing recently, but that you bring it up a lot. You bring up his free throws a lot. I just want you to. Hey, I just want you to be consistent. If you gonna talk about Joel and his free throws, talk about Dame and his free throws. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, you're a free throw merchant, man.
he is. He be hunting for the free throws for sure.
He'll be 13. He'll have like 30 points. Half of them from the free throw line.
But you got to understand that this is still like a new, fresh like team, and
What they gotta do?
Middleton getting up there in the age.
What they gotta do with
So
being a free throw merchant?
Nah,
I'm
man. Chris
saying about
Middleton
the.
just
I'm
look
talking about.
old. He ain't old though. He just look old. He ain't old.
I'm going back to what you were saying about their defense below 10. Like you gotta understand that this is a new team. They still working on things. It's only like what 20, 30 games in now.
I mean,
I
we
don't
seen the
know.
same thing, man. We just seen the same thing with last year when he said this about the Nets. He said Jack Vaughn can't do nothing for the Nets
And it
defense. He
wasn't.
can and then what we seen when they went on the road, they went on a tear before Kyrie asked for a trade. They went to the middle of the pack. Their defense improved tremendously. This is the same thing.
Yeah, they was in the middle, but Ben Simmons is the best, is better defender than every Bucks player on that team outside of Giannis.
I don't think Ben Simmons was even playing.
He's not even better than Brook
He
He
Lopez.
wasn't
was
even playing. I don't think he was.
you talking about during
No,
that stretch? You talking about
no.
during that stretch?
With Jack
No,
Vaughn, he was not playing. He was getting
no,
his
he
ass
did.
beat.
He played early in the year, but if you talking about during that stretch, okay, yeah, I don't think he played during
Yeah, that's exactly. So he didn't even. Ben Simmons is irrelevant for that point. That didn't even count anything. It was just throwing a fucking rock in the water.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. All I'm saying is for y'all, Trill, I know you don't. Like I said, bro, you don't watch them games because there ain't no way you said that shit was solid. That defense sucks, and as of right now, that defense can't help them in the playoffs. Now, like you said, if they could tee it up, if they could turn it up later in the season, fine. But as of right now, that defense is trash.
As long as you
They
got
miss
Giannis
Grayson.
and
Hey, they miss Grayson Allen and Drew Holiday. I'm gonna say that. They miss them.
Bro, peep this. The Bucks when they traded for Dame and Drew, the big topic, all the ESPNs were saying, well, they like you said, they traded their defense for offense because they seen during the playoffs they couldn't score. They couldn't put the hole in the barrel in the basket. It's you have to live with that. They prayed for the rain. Now they dealing with the mud, and they getting it out the mud. So when they get it rolling, that's all I gotta say, man. They
I feel like
Bucks. They gonna get it.
they
They
should
gonna
give
get
up
there.
Chris Middleton. I feel like they should give up Chris Middleton for something, man. Like he washed.
Don't
I will
they
say this. I'll say this. Let's just say Chris Middleton was still on the team at that time and he had like 1 year left, they would have gave him up before Drew Holiday. But since he was a free agent, they signed him. They couldn't trade him.
I think so too, because I thought they was gonna trade Middleton, not Drew. That's what I called. I didn't think they was gonna trade Drew.
I mean, they
That
had to
shit
give
that
up
happens.
somebody. If Middleton was still on there, if he wasn't a player that they had to sign, they would have gave him up in a heartbeat. But would they have
Bro,
I
taken
feel like
him? I don't know. I have no
I
clue
feel
if they would have taken him.
I feel like Celtics would have still picked up Chris Middleton if they would have traded for Chris Middleton.
I
What if
think I I don't know, but I think once this in season tournament ends, once them boys get back from partying in Vegas, we finna see that rumor mill finna kick up for real. Cause it's like right now we seeing everybody that suck. We seeing frustration because this guy right here, that guy Zach Levine, yeah, he out of there. He gone. So we gonna see we finna see some players after the in-season tournament done, we finna see some rumors that's gonna really pop off. We gonna see some guys getting moved around. Caruso out of there, Zach out of there. Who else we seeing from other teams that might be out of there as well?
I hope D'Lo
Rue,
be out of there.
Rue,
So,
Rue out of there. D'Lo might be out of there.
real quick. So I wrote this. I put this in my notes. So teams that sign an extension with a player that signs with a team that signs an extension, a player that signs an extension with the team, they can't be traded until January 15th. But a person that through free agency they can't get traded until December 14th. So Zach
It's pretty soon.
Yeah, no, for some players though. So like
Zach
D'Lo won't be able to get traded until the 15th, January 15th.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying though. After the in-season tournament, I'm saying it ain't gonna just happen immediately. I'm saying that's when we gonna start. The focus is gonna turn more towards the rumors and the trade, the people moving versus like the in-season tournament right now. But that's all I'm saying with it. Like we finna see these guys. We finna see some people get moved because it. Who else we gonna see? Like I'm saying, Austin Reeves. I think the Lakers. I think he might be out of there for real. D'Lo, Rule. I think they out of there. I think the Mavs looking to get some guys. Who else? Who's somebody else I was thinking of that might be getting traded? RJ. I think RJ may be getting up out of there too. Who else? Damn, that was it the Pacers or
this one? RJ,
Buddy Hield. I think Buddy finna get up out of there too.
This one, RJ best season.
Yeah, I think that's why when the price is high, that's when you sell, brother.
Yeah. On 2K when he first got in the league, man, you'll see him to like the next 2 years. RJ used to be like an 89 and 90.
RJ, what do you?
If you trade RJ, obviously you're gonna try and get like damn near star type player back though.
Is RJ a star?
Hell no.
I did not say that. I just said you trade him to get a star type player back. I did not say.
How the hell you gonna do that? Give me a scenario. Give me an example.
Give me a team.
You could. It depends if you add RJ. It depends who am I adding him with. I know I've been seeing the rumors about Cat. You could put RJ, Mitchell Robinson. Probably the Knicks got hella picks.
And I'm getting rid of
no picks.
Timberwolves got RJ. I'm getting rid of Randall.
Yeah, getting rid of Randall.
He's too irritating. He above.
He a bully too.
Yeah, but Randall is still kind of there. You can argue first, second.
It's Bronson.
You can argue. It doesn't. I don't really care who's the best.
What's the scenario though? A star player you getting back trading RJ? Like who the hell is that?
I said if you got to put RJ, Cat. I said RJ, Mitchell Robinson, probably some picks to get Cat. Maybe you got to add another person in there.
Timberwolves trading Cat. They rolling right now.
Yeah, but maybe they
look like they're going towards
Edwards.
I don't think they're gonna do. I don't think they do it.
I don't think they do it.
If but they were bad,
I just said that if you trade RJ, you would probably because RJ is young. He's on the like I think he has 3 years left. So obviously you would trade, and like Trail said, he's having his best year. So obviously you would trade him for some type of star type player. I'm not trading RJ for freaking like Malik Beasley or freaking Jay Crowder. Why would I do that? Like, I'm not trading for some role players. I'm trading him for a star type player. He's not a star. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I just said that he's just you just trade him for a star type player.
Oh.
Hell no.
What type of star would the Knicks?
I mean, who you train RJ for then?
If I trade RJ, I'm getting some draft picks. I'm getting Cole Anthony and some shit like that. You ain't getting whatever they think you get for RJ. You ain't getting that much. Toronto probably take him. He go back home.
Why would I want draft picks
for the Knicks? I don't know. Sure, the Knicks got hella.
You don't even fucking know. Okay, if I'm the Knicks and I already got draft picks, why would I want more draft picks? Unless you're going to use them draft picks to get another star type player. But if you're talking about just for Cole Anthony, does that really help them? I'd rather have RJ Barrett than Cole Anthony, because what the hell is Cole Anthony gonna do if I already got Emmanuel Quickly, who are basically the same person?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. All I just want to mention is that, like, you said a scenario getting a star back for RJ, but I just want to talk about players that I think might get moved. So I ain't got no scenario for you.
I know.
I ain't say RJ is worth no star in the trade. So don't shoot.
You said Cole Anthony.
I'm just talking about a trade. I'm just talking about niggas getting traded and getting moved.
What you just said RJ might get traded, but you don't know for who.
Yeah, exactly. I could say that.
So you think RJ, if you put RJ another in a Mitchell Robinson, can get you like a star type player and some draft picks? Some
No, I don't
decent
think
share.
so.
Why?
I don't see it. Because like, who's the star? You said Cat. I don't see the Timberwolves doing that. Give me
I go
another.
to
Give
the
me another.
Jazz.
This is just made up. This is just
I
made
go to
up.
the Jazz and get Kessler and trade Mitchell and to get Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker
Nigga,
ain't
what?
it.
Why would I do that?
Talon
I'll
Horton
try to
Tucker might
get.
be out of the
I'll get
league. He might
Kessler.
be out of the league in two
Kessler
years.
is Kessler is really like that. That's who the Knicks need. They need to get rid of Mitchell for Kessler because that
Mitchell
man is
Robinson is
really
having
like
his
that.
best year.
Yeah, I don't like him though.
Yeah, you don't be watching, bro. I'll just say that. No, it's okay.
No, I watch.
No,
You
you
just
don't.
can't tell me what I'm.
No, you
You
don't.
can't tell
No,
me what
you
I'm doing,
don't.
Sheldon.
No,
You
you
can't.
don't,
Okay,
Trail. No, you don't. No, you don't, Trail.
man.
No. Why?
We just talk about
Why we
another
get
topic. They
okay?
don't know what
Mitchell
I'm
Rob.
doing.
Wait. Mitchell
I ain't got nothing else
Robinson
to
is
say about it. I
Mitchell.
ain't got nothing else to
Mitchell.
say.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
done with it. I'm done with it. I ain't
You
finna
don't
argue with
watch.
you.
You don't watch it,
I
bro.
ain't finna
You
argue
don't
with you.
watch. That's cool. I got
I
one
ain't
more
finna argue
topic.
with you.
I got one more topic.
All right, well, what you got? What you got?
If you have to put stock in one team that will stay good all year and could potentially win a first round playoff series, who would it be? The Magic or the Timberwolves?
The Magic. I knew you was going to say the Magic, and I knew you was going to say the Magic, so that was easy. The Magic.
If I had
Go
to
ahead and
put
say
money
why.
into him,
If you had to
Uh,
put money.
I think it's all clicking. I think it's finally just looking like they're done trying to rebuild. The young guys are getting out there, they're executing, they're winning games. Paulo, he looks good. I mean, I called it. I said I don't think he's gonna have a sophomore slump. I think he's gonna play really good. Franz Wagner he's played pretty decent. Mo Wagner's pretty decent. They lost Wendell, and they didn't look like they lost a step at all. Everyone's playing good. Jalen Suggs is looking good out there. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. They look pretty good. And Cole Anthony's playing amazing, giving you 10 points, 10, 15 points off the bench. And like that's pretty good. The defense is good. Their offense is still pretty good. Honestly, they beat good teams. I mean, when they beat
they
Denver,
ain't
I
even
was
got
very
all the players.
surprised.
They don't even got
Yeah,
all the
everybody's
players.
yeah, they're still missing Wendell, and Wendell will be back soon. So I'm going.
They missing Markel Fultz too.
Markel Fultz, yeah,
I
but
think
I think he might be getting traded though. I
they're
think
done.
Markel's.
They're
I
done with
think
him.
yeah.
They're done with him.
I think he's another one of them players that's like they might get him out of there. But the Timberwolves, I think the Timberwolves have a harder. They're gonna have to go against way fiercer competition than the Magics in the playoffs. Like the Timberwolves, fucking around and got to go against like Denver or like because the bottom seeds in the West, they be solid.
If I had to put money into it, I go with the Magic only because they're really in the East. They have one of the best defenses in the league. Franz has really been. He's not the best player, but he's been their best player this year. It's really Paulo. Paulo's
Mm-hmm.
been their best player. I'm finally seeing this is what Jalen Suggs. I know he was a top pick and he was probably supposed to average probably like 19, 20 points per game, but maybe that's just not him. Maybe he's just like this solid, just a solid role player. And he's playing the best basketball of his career. He is definitely, I think this is year three. Yeah, this is year three. He's playing the best basketball of his career. Cole Anthony, I I think as of right now, I would pick him as my sixth man of the year. He has helped the Magic won 8 straight games. He's been killing, bro. It's like his first year he was decent. The second year he took the step. Then last year he wasn't really all that, but this year he's really good. Mo Wagner, one of the best bench players in the league. He's been playing good. They still got
Mm-hmm.
Wendell. Wendell been out forever, but we forget about him because they've been playing so good. We actually forgetting about Wendell and they're good. And there's nothing against the Timberwolves. If the Timberwolves was in the East, I would have picked them. Honestly, I would have picked the Timberwolves. But I'm only going with the Magic because they're in the East, and I think whoever they play, they have a way better chance of beating them. They're the second seed, so they go play one of these playing teams. So it'll be the Raptors, Nets, Cavs, and Heat. Honestly, they could really be any of these teams. Maybe not the Cavs. I think it'll be a dogfight with the Cavs. I think I think the Heat is the Heat, so you give them, you gotta give the Heat their respect. So I think it could be a dogfight with them. But Brooklyn, Toronto, they could easily beat them teams. But I had to pick them, and it's like the Timberwolves. They're the first seed, so they will have to face the Lakers, Pelicans, Rockets, or Clippers. Those
They can only beat
teams
the
are harder.
Rockets. And they can
Yeah,
only beat the Rockets.
yeah. Can they beat the Lakers? Yeah, they can. Can they beat the Pelicans? Yeah, they can. Can they beat the Clippers? Yeah, they can.
I think they could win a few games. I don't think they could win that series though.
But I think they can beat them. I think they can beat them. I don't. But the Magic, they will have a difficult time, I think, with the Cavs and the Heat. But they can beat them though. Magic are 13-5. I didn't expect this. I had them going their over win total. I think I had them. I had them out of the play-in. I had them at 11. So fighting for a play-in, but they're second in the East. So as of right now, I'm wrong. They're good, and it's because they got all these tall, athletic wings playing. Bronze is like 6'9", Paulo is 6'9". Jonathan Isaac on the bench. Jonathan Isaac looks decent, bro. He looks really decent when he plays. He really does. You got Wendell, you got Mo Wagner, you got Jen Suggs. Jen Suggs been playing some good defense too. Anthony Black, I think it's gonna take him a minute. When it gets to the trade deadline, they got to get like a traditional type point guard. They need somebody that can set up a Franz and Apollo and them, because I feel like it's really just by committee. And then when I went to go look, I think no one on that team is averaging more than 5 assists per game. And I was like, that's very. I didn't know that until I went back and looked.
It's because they got Markel. Markel was their point for he did that.
Yeah, and Markel has, bro. I feel like he missed the whole season, honestly. And even when he was playing, he was only averaging 4 assists. Yeah, so they really need a traditional type point guard like
He ain't getting to his groove though. He ain't got enough games to get into his groove, I'll say.
I think they just need somebody that's gonna put them in spots. Maybe like a Mike Conley or something like that. They're not getting him. I'm just saying a Mike Conley type player. I think that could help. But the Magic, they're good. I'm sorry for putting you guys 11 in the East. Sorry, guys. You proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. One last thing. It's not a topic, but the Pistons suck, man.
Yeah, they do.
I feel so bad. I had them winning their over. They're not
26.
They're not 26. Getting that, bro. They're not getting that, and I'm sad. They're not getting that shit. They suck. They lost to the Wizards. Bro. And Monty Williams, he collecting the bag, man. He is definitely collecting the bag. I think he knew it was gonna be. He knew it was gonna be like problems, but Jesus Christ, I think he did not know they would be losing 14 games in a row, bro. They suck. They are bad.
Do you know why they suck?
Their perimeter shooting. They don't play defense.
No, it's nothing to do. It's nothing to do with on the court. It's nothing to do with on the court why they suck.
Why do you think they suck?
So it's this video circulating about Detroit, how like corrupt it is, the team. Pretty much the people that's supposed to be hiring folks they're not hiring. They're hiring people from like the father is pretty much hiring his son and all his son's friends. He didn't really hire real athletic trainers, he just hired a bunch of like his son's friends and his son to run like the athletic department, the strength and conditioning, the scouting, it's not being ran by people with actual experience. Like the organization is in like a internship almost. Like it's not really big. Remember when who was that dude that was the GM? Luke Walton? Like Luke, it's like on some like worse than Luke Walton type shit going on.
I have no clue what you're talking about. What team?
No, not the coach. When like Luke Walton was the coach for the Lakers and stuff like that, it was like how you get the job because his dad was. It's like the same type of ish like that going on. So Detroit got some organization corruption going on, nepotism.
I guess I need to watch that video, but I ain't gonna lie.
Very shocking. They was like, "Who's this guy? It's his son. Who's this guy? He went to school with his son. Who's this guy? How are these kids getting these jobs already?"
I ain't gonna lie. That got nothing to do with that performance on the court, though. This performance on the court is terrible. They are getting blown. Like some of the games are somewhat close, but they haven't won in a month. The last game they won, surprisingly, the Bulls. The Bulls. Out of all the teams, the Bulls. Of course it was the Bulls. Of course it was. They haven't won in a month. It was the battle with not even the mids, the weakest teams in the league, the Wizards. And I watched that game because I betted on the Pistons to win. Because I was like, I only put the Pistons because they was at the crib. That was literally the only reason. Because I was like, they're at the crib. They should be able to win this game. They did not win that game. It was very bad basketball. And I was like, and I said it. If people want to go back and look at the video, I said they can get over this because K go play and he's gonna be healthy. It doesn't matter. K can play and they still gonna be trash. They have Isaiah Stewart out there as their best shooter outside of K. That is not it. That's not good. That is not good. I don't care. That's just not good. Asur Thompson, he can't shoot to save his life. Jalen Duren isn't a shooter. Killian Hayes, he doesn't start, but Jesus Christ. Alec Burks, he's a decent role player, but it's just bad, man. I want to say I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. Because I did think they would be better than this, bro. I did think. And Jaden Ivey, he's average. This is sad. That's it. That's all.
It looked like he kind of like taking a step back from last year, honestly.
Because I think
K is the primary ball handler.
And I felt like we thought he was gonna start alongside K. He comes off the bench to start the season. There was talking about, he's upset, coming off the bench. And I don't blame him. You're a top 5 pick, and you're coming off the bench in your second year, and you really had a decent year when K got hurt. And now Monty Williams comes in, and now you barely starting. So I'll be upset too, and that's probably messing with his mental probably.
Yeah, I think they played James Wiseman more too last year too. It was who was the coach?
Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey. Yeah, he had them playing a whole lot more. And typically Dwayne Casey doesn't play like the young guys that much, but he had no choice. But that probably is a big factor. Maybe they need to get Jay Navy and Wiseman back out there. I ain't gonna hold you. Isaiah Stewart, offense, like bro, he ain't got offense. He do not have offense, bro.
I give him his credit. He's shooting more, but Jesus Christ, bro.
I never put him on my tickets for points. No, I barely put him for rebounds because Asur Thompson get all the rebounds, and Jalen Duren, and Asur Thompson get all the rebounds. Isaiah Stewart not good for 6-5 rebounds no more. Hell no.
So I'm gonna just name some more games that they play. We're just gonna say L or W. X.
L.
Cavs. L.
Donnie going for 50.
They play the Grizzlies. I'm gonna
that might be a W.
They're home too.
It might be a W.
The Magic.
That's an L. Them boys hungry right now. L. Tyrese going for 50 and 20.
The 76ers in back-to-backs.
Oh, L. They might beat them one time though, actually, because it be weak teams that beat the good teams out of nowhere sometimes.
The Bucks.
Oh, that might be a W. That might, because it be weak teams, that the weakest teams, you'd be like, now how the fuck? You be like, oh, that's an L, my bad. Never mind. No.
The Hawks. That's an
L. That's an L.
The Jazz. I might give them that. I might give them, but I'm gonna go with an L.
I'm gonna go with L too.
The Nets. That's an L.
Yes, that might be a W. It might.
The Celtics.
Oh, that's an L. That's a big L. They fuck around, don't even play none of the J's. They fucking sit their whole starting 5 on their ass and steal.
And the Raptors.
They gonna lose to the Raptors. They gonna lose to the
Raptors. So we really got 2 W's. So really, in probably the next from basically this month until next month, they probably win 2 games.
That shit gotta suck, bro. If that's your job, bro, they gotta suck. They gotta suck if that's your job for real, bro. Like I would not fuck with that.
You know what? I think I'm gonna name. We're gonna do a topic on them next week. I got something.
Yeah, I'm finna get back to the library.
All right, let's do this.
All right, thank y'all boys for tuning in, watching us on Full Court Entertainment as well. We lost one of our co-hosts, probably some Wi-Fi issues. Sheldon just got on his nerves or something like that. But hey, like, subscribe. Catch y'all boys later.